Yeah, I never realized your eyes were blue before. That's a nice detail. Hello everyone, Inkdisk here and welcome back to Ghost of a Tale. Last we left off, we gave Silas the band and the ring, and he told us news that Merra has just shown up in the harbor in a prison transport ship. So we're gonna go there, but first we got two things to do. First, Silas has a spyglass we need to return to him. Tilo, what are you up to? What are you doing? Why are you still here? The ship will be docked by now. Well, I came to say how I, took the spyglass. How did you fit this in your pouch? It is strange, isn't it? At least you done the right thing, eventually. I'm sorry for taking it. Let's move on. Alright, now let's see. Do you know anything about this? Termite's lair, it runs deep underground, and at its center dwells the queen. Tilo, what have you gotten yourself caught up in? Not sure yet. Would leave all this alone if I were you, Mouse. But I got commander ordering me. Oh, why didn't you come to me with this before? Because you told me not to trust anyone. Alright. Give me a moment. Let me think. You know Tor's harem is part of it, that's one. And since you took his place as Faustus's assistant, you're a part of it too now. You gonna turn yourself in? I'm going to say no. I know, I'm just jesting. Listen, just be careful, Mouse. Sorry I can't help you more. Well, you've helped me a decent amount already with Merra. Anyway, so that's that taken care of. Nice bit of reputation. And the next thing is checking on a few spots I think some smugglers might be positioned at. Like one I know for sure is within the area between the West Gate and the harbor. Simply because Gusto and Fatale went and mentioned it. But besides that, nah, my own business. Alright. Only asking. Tell you what, Ranger. I'll flip. Tails. I said Tails. What? You sent me anyway? That's the one downside. If they feel like it, they're going to try to jail you just because they don't like Rangers. Alright. Well, since I got the time to head back... Oh, take that. Oh, already on full. Okay, so, as I was saying. I think there's one at the West Gate. And there should be one between the elevator entrance and the harbor, which unfortunately narrows it down to like 6 rats there. And then logically there might be one in a place with either good information or power. We've already checked the kitchen, which is where one good spot for info is. The other would be the guard just outside the commander's office. By logic, he'd be the most likely to hear anything that would get the smugglers potentially in trouble. And so they'd want to spy somewhere close to the commander. And although he does go down to the harbor in the daytime, so that could still be a problem. I mean, there could be 2 of them down in the harbor, and one, and, well, I don't even know if the Westgate one is one, because we'll check him next, but first, let's get in this suit so we can talk to this guy without being arrested. Alright, do you have anything for me? Alright. Termite's lair spreads far unseen. And that... Oh, nice! Scout, I'm surprised. Suppose the master wants his type. Here. App presses something in your paw. Small key. Left in the same place as usual. My footlocker. Alright, that's 1 down. 2 to go. Just need to get far enough. There. Okay. That's a no go for gain over that. There we go. And then we check this one. Like, once I'm actually out of sight. Ooh. No, stick. This should be a good spot. Really hope you're one of them. I also hope there's not a second guard who swaps out with you, because it'd be more likely the one who's here at night. Halt! The main gate is shut by order of the commander. Nobody's allowed in or out. Termite's lair. And it's... Okay, that's 2 for 2. Didn't realize you were one of us, Scout. What is it you need? Master wants his tithe. Alright, feels like it's only been a few weeks since the last pickup. Alright, here. Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll get those 2. Yeah, why is it jailer's been found dead? Do leave. Okay, so we're going to quick get to those footlockers. Should be evidence in them, otherwise they wouldn't lock them up. And then for the one in the harbor, we're going to start from the top and work our way down, just asking every rat we see on the way. Okay, that door. Okay, so I believe there's a chest here. Okay, not that key. How about this one? Why this one? This guy's still here. Okay, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. It's gotta be... Let's see, not that one. So, here we go. Alright, that's 4 out of 5. And about a dozen rats to ask. It's a good thing there doesn't seem to be consequences for asking the wrong ones. Yeah, we're out of sight enough. There we go. Alright, let's start with you. Termite's lair. I did not expect it to actually be the first one I asked. Alright, let's see, what's the complication then if it's this easy? Private Scrow, so you're the new recruit. Listen. And there it is. Lost my footlocker key, dropped in the commissary, I think. Hoping a cook has just put aside somewhere. If it falls in commander's hands or if the master finds out, well... I'll find it. No, I clicked on I'll find it. Why did you... That's a little weird. Sometimes if you don't move up far enough, even if the mouse is directly on the option, it won't select it. Anyway, I'll get going, and let's see, the commissary is the kitchen. So we could actually knock this out as long as it's still there. I'll be honest, I was expecting to be like one of the ones down at the actual docks. Let's see, I take a... Yeah, I go through here, take a left, And it should be up these stairs. Now, where could his key be? None around here. Maybe she's got it on her. Oh, there he is. Did you find a dropped key? A key? Let's see. Oh, I did indeed. Let's put it away. It's a put away in the pantry for safekeeping. Had no idea it was yours, love. No, just collecting it for a friend. That's kind of you, my love. I always thought you had a kind face. I'll fetch it for you when I'm done. Alright. Well, guess that'll be for... Oh, before you do, love. Oh, thanks. I'm sure it's delicious. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it's good. Oh, I'm pleased. Glad I could give you some last meal. Huh. Did her eyes just turn red in her portrait? Well then. Where am I? Oh. Actually, yeah, where am I? Okay, so that might be my way out. Yeah. I don't need that for the moment because I was stealing your stuff. Here I thought you were a nice old lady. Guess we're getting sidetracked for a bit. Small chest. Okay, what strong box do I... Taking your rock cut. Anything in here? Nope. Okay, so let's try here first. Ooh, pine cones. We're gonna stock up as much as we can. And then, nice barrel. Oh, but oh, I know exactly where we are. Final rose, which means we're in the far tower. Where is it? There it is. You woke to raised voices in the distance. There, standing over you, lit by a waning moon, was Merra. We must go, now, she whispered. You nodded and got dressed, though you did not quite understand. You left the handcart hidden and followed Merra deeper into the woods. You never asked her to explain, afraid of what the answer might be. And then quite suddenly, not so long ago, you were summoned to the manor house to play before the Baron. Alright, so, sounds like Merra got it in her head that certain people, particularly the rats, were responsible for the kid's death. And decided to join a resistance, I'm guessing. Oh good, there's a lair. Which means this is their usual way in and out. Which also means there probably was just a simple... Ooh. Oh no, I already have all those I need. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get the... We're gonna go back to the commissary. There might be something there, plus she might have something to say. It's a shame, I really liked that little old lady. And now I'm probably about to send her to her execution. Ranger... Search at me if you wish. Yeah, here go. Finally. I really hate when they stop me. It's only slightly less convenient for me than... It's just... There's too many of them who's just gonna try to stop me. Hello, lady. Oh, love, you gave me such a fright. Where have you been? Surprised to see me? Relieved. I've been worried sick about you. You're really gonna pretend it never happened? No, no. It's foolish of you to tell you this, love, but you're being a nuisance. I know you're the master. It's a fine story, but you got no proof. I'm not going to take anything from you. Where do I get the kitchen key? Well, let's get the ones from the strong box and locker. And then let's see if the commander... Well, the commander should have a key to every room in this place. Okay, I've checked pretty much everywhere I could think of, and as far as I can tell, I just can't do the last key or her identity yet. It might be a thing that I need to progress the story more to get. Like, maybe there's an NPC who hasn't shown up yet. Come on, down further. We ain't going back to the catacombs. At least not yet. There might be something later. I mean, I still have that one guy to search for. But in the meantime, let's get back to our wife. Don't mind me. Or me. I really wish this outfit were lighter. If it's not nailed down... Ooh, that might be her. Just need to make sure there's nothing... Okay. Younger prisoner, older. Mouse, please, my mother needs water. Please, will you fetch her some? Can you help me? I'm looking for a goat. I'll tell you all I know, but first I beg you fetch us water. Alright. Let's see. Let's make sure it's... Let's just get water. Alright. Now, where do I get the water? That's oil. I'm going to assume that it's one of the jars out here then. At the very least, I can talk to this guy. Escaped prisoner hasn't been found. Stay alert, could be anywhere. I heard you beat Bellarlar at high low 7. Watch your back. Anything else? Ship dock? Yeah. Anything else? No. Darn it. Okay, let's go back to them. Maybe they know where I can get water. Let's try sorry. Must be a... Okay, there's a bucket somewhere. Before we get too far. None on the boat itself. Certainly not using a chamber pot. Ooh, how about this? Alright. Slow going, but at least we're gonna get some news. Now, don't drop down. It might spill. This better not be a trap. Alright, here you go. Oh, that's a fine sight. Mother, here, try to drink. That's it. Good. Not too much now. Thought you were a guard when I first saw you come. How is she? She's very weak. Don't try to speak, Mother. You need to rest. I'm Tam. This is Faro, my mother. Who are you, friend? I'm Tilo. The minstrel? Mother, this is Tilo, Merra's husband. So you do know her. Aye, we were held with Merra for almost a week. By all rights, she should be here, but at the port, Mother and I were going to be separated. It happened so quickly. Merra, she gave up her place so I could take care of Mother. That does sound like her. She did what she thought was right. When you saw her last, how was she? Bruised but alive. That's good. Is there anything you need until your mother wakes? Aye, if you can find the key to these chains, I can make Pharaoh more comfortable. We might even have a chance of getting out of here. Any idea where that is? One of the guards took it with him. He's headed for the harbor master's office. Might find him there. Alright. You got a goal. And maybe one of you can tell me which way Merra went. We're getting some good progress, though. I mean, we're a lot closer to finding Tilo's wife than we were, well, like 3 or 4 parts ago. Let's head up here. I remember the layout still from the little sidetrack I did up here. Kind of made my little exploration a little bit pointless since I was going here anyway. In the meantime, handkerchief, key. Yeah. You guys really get paid a lot more than you're worth. I mean, I didn't even try to hide it. Alright, got the key. What's your charges, though? Access edition, like you and Merra. We're all in the same boat. Aye, seems to be catching. More than you know. Well, here's the key. Hey, unlock the shackles before the guards return. Wait, don't think that's a... Yeah. At least one of you has some sense. Mother! What good is escaping here? Where will we go? Mother, this is Merra's husband, the minstrel. I may be old, but I have at least one good ear. I understand you spoke to her? I did. Good deal. But we'll get to that. Tamlin, take the key. We need it later. I'd say we don't have much time before the guards return. Let's see if we can't find a way out of this. You could take the boat and just leave. Or wait till it... Could wait till it's going to the safe harbor. Oh, Castle broke it. I think I heard about that one. Well, yeah, one of the 5 great ports. I believe it's like one of the worst ones. Yeah. What makes you think you're going there, though? I heard the crew talking. We could add a stop. That might work. When the change needs some sort of official approval from some height. Commander will do it if I do a favor for him. Hear that, Tamlin? Such confidence from so small a mouse. And it's down now what Merra sees in him. Mother, please. Sorry about her, brother. It's just her way. I know a frog, you know, she would probably get on with a frog. Can't imagine. Alright then, best of luck. Alright. Yeah, we'll keep the thing. I'm gonna quick check. Maybe the commander's still here. What time is it? Ooh, it's past 6. He's probably already back up top. Well, if he is, I'm going to just take a nap and see what I can do. It's not like this boat's gonna go anywhere even if I sleep a week. It's one of the downsides in a video game where they act like time is of the essence. Because if they make it a world where you are encouraged to explore, you're likely going to run over if you do anything that isn't exactly what they say. And he ain't here, so we're gonna go get some time moving forward and see what we can do. See you in a moment. Okay, so first things first. Find the itinerary, then bring it to the commander. Hopefully he's got something I can do. Should be as simple as hand it over after it's been signed. Or no, after it's been altered, not signed. He's gotta sign it. Okay, get it to them first. Alright. At least this was simple. Provided I don't have to do some sort of back and forth to find the commander afterwards. How now, Mouse? Got the itinerary. Good. Now let's hope there's a friendly port of call between here and Castlebrook. You must know the coast up and down. Where do you suggest? I don't know any of these places. Yarton 3s, Throom, Panbury, Gadwell, Scarrett. If we're gonna go just by sounds, either Panbury or Gadwell, they sound like friendly places. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. Got a cousin lives not far from Gadwell. Good for you. Gadwell. Gadwell just might do. I just need the garrison commander to approve the new itinerary. Well, I hope it's easy. I might end up having to do a whole side quest just for him off of this. Well, first thing, check in the harbor. Maybe he's there. Although, what time of day is it? 10:42 a.m. He's gonna be upstairs in the main office of his. Hey, you. Please tell me he's actually in there. I don't want to have to come down there. Alright, make it quick. Oh, that was lucky. He's about to take a nap. Okay. Sir, I got some papers for you. Ah, Scout, just a buck. You should fire your band, or at least tell them to tone it down whenever someone talks to you. Scout, just a buck I needed to see. Your timing couldn't be better. That stands to be seen. But in the meantime, I got some papers for you to sign. Good, good. Listen to this. Commander takes up his lyre. Well, my lovely's lovely. My lovely's eyes, they shine and sparkle. Her whiskers are all coarse and bristly, like rubies glowing in the dark. Her lips are red and soft and kissly. I will end you for this. My lovely's ears all soft and purple. They flap so gaily in the breeze. I long to nuzzle at her fur pull, though her pulls often make me sneeze. What the hell's a herpule? My lovely's cough is soft and croupy. Her teeth are dainty, sharp, and nibbly. Her left eye is all white and droopy. Her nose is long and pink and dribbly. My lovely's lovely and contrary. I swore one day she'd be my bride. But in a garden green and airy, she fell and broke her neck and died. You know, there are some places where your song would probably be considered a war crime. You don't want to know my thoughts. Let me just say, you've killed him. You've killed music and desecrated the corpse in ways that not even Lovecraft could conceive of. But your use of simile and metaphor is almost indescribable. True, which did you love the most? Rubies glowing in the dark. Ah, moment of indulgence on my part. Tell me, what else did you love about my ode? Very little, but I need you to sign this, so I'm gonna lie right out my ass. Your imagery is powerful. I felt so too. What image did you find most evocative? Her ears flapping in the breeze, sir. Truly inspiring. You can almost see them, can't you? It's gratifying to receive such praise from a fellow troubadour. Now what's this? Commander takes the itinerary and, holding it at arm's length, studies it with an almost theatrical intensity. I see. Good. Alright. Gadwell? Is there a problem, sir? Don't tell me I got a whole other thing I gotta do if... I don't think I could stomach another song. I was stationed in Gadwell. Oh, it must have been 15 years ago now. Charming fishing port. Really should visit sometime. Tough place for the Red Paw now, though. With a wink and a flourish of his quill pen, the commander signs the documents. Thank you, sir. My autograph for a fan. Leave this with me, Scout. I'll make sure it reaches the transport's captain. Sure thing. Very good, you may go. I just want you to know that if it is possible to do, I will burn this entire island down. Or maybe it's just a port. Either way, I'll burn the whole place down if it means one less song from you. Okay, back to the mother and son. Alright, you two will not believe what I had to get through to do this. Itinerary's back in place, it's done. Alright, Mus, now we're all set. Now in the meantime, tell me what you know about Merra, now that my ears have stopped bleeding. You've been patient enough. Please ask what you will, and I'll answer best I can. Alright. Well, first, do you know why she and I were called before the Baron? Since Great Burham, the Red Paw has been rounding up any mouse considered a threat. Minor garrison of the Red Paw, situated in northern Meridia. The fortress at Great Burham was recently razed to the ground in a protest by the local mouse population. Protest was sparked by the death in custody of a mouse arrested for insulting a member of the Rat Guard. Later emerged that this mouse's name was Myarsh, and that far from insulting the guard, he was simply stating for the record his name. Fire was blamed on the Sons of Asper and used as justification to round up any mouse suspected of sympathizing with their cause. Well, I've heard of dumber reasons for locking up dissidents. No threat to anyone, though. Your wife came to visit me at the Freehold no more than a year ago. You'd met her before? Only once and very briefly. She never told me her name. It was not long after Tamlin had been arrested in Worrell. Worrell? Then you're with the rebels? Rebels? You sound like a rat. Tamlin, that's enough now. Merra brought me a message from Tamlin's friends. Message? Aye, informing me of his arrest. Thanks to your wife, I was able to arrange his release. We owe Merra a debt of gratitude, and we're not the only ones. You never knew about any of this, did you, Tilo? Well, we played at the festival a year ago. Aye, that fits. Must have been when Merra was given the message. I had no idea. Why would she risk everything for strangers? Won't pretend to know the answer to that. You're her husband, Tilo. You should know her better than anyone. But I'll tell you this. Whatever the reason, we'll be forever grateful that she did. Aye, you're a lucky mouse, brother. Lucky? I wouldn't call any of us lucky. Now let's start with... How were you able to arrange his release? Well, some years back, the Baron's convoy was ambushed on the Pesa Road. Baron Osric is regional administrator of the former Mouse lands of Meridia, and one of the 5 members of the Council of the Red Paw. Osric rose to prominence some 40 years ago during the failed Saltarian invasion, when he successfully rallied the Rat Guard following the disappearance of Roderick, the last Rat King, and led them to victory. Songs of his exploits during the invasion have done much to bolster his renown. Born in Meridia, the Baron has historically been broadly sympathetic to the plights of the mouse population, and an advocate of increased autonomy for the region. However, following recent unrest in northern Meridia, Osric was summoned to the capital for an emergency meeting with the 5 barons of the Red Paw. Under pressure to suppress dissent and restore order, Osric's guards began efforts to identify and arrest prominent figures in the emerging Meridian separatist movement known as the Sons of Asper. Ambushed by whom? There are those in the Red Paw would like to see Osric's seat on the council empty. Baron was raised in Meridia and is not unsympathetic to our plight. He was brought to the Freehold, badly hurt. He stayed with us nearly 6 weeks while I nursed him back to health. If it was down to me, I would have let him rot. Then you would have been hanged in Worrell with the others. So why do you support the rebels? The Sons of Asper, brother, call them by their name. The founding father of Meridia, Asper, was a great orator, renowned for his ability to turn discord into harmony with his words. It was Asper who negotiated Meridia's peaceful transition from monarchy to republic, and later established a great council on which sat as equals a representative of each creature capable of thought and reason. The council still sits and still bears Asper's name, though since the War of the Green Flame his kind are not permitted to attend. It is for this reason the mice of the northern provinces have adopted his name for their uprising. Until our voices are heard is their motto. It's a pretty good motto and pretty good reason. I mean, who wants to be ruled over a government that won't even let your voices be heard? I think that was one of the big things for why America went and rebelled. You must know the lay The Poison Cup, yes? Oh, of course I do. Then play it, please. Sure. Can't promise I'll sing it that well, though. For 14 days the emerald fire laid siege to royal Pesa's spires. In the distance black smoke billowed as wheat fields burned like funeral pyres. The mice had sworn to hold the pass, vowed till their allies could amass. They would not waver from the fight, but courage failed them at the last. And so before the hoard was laid, a goblet carved of finest jade, a tribute to the green flame's might, in hopes its ire could be assuaged. But their treachery was all for naught. There was no bargain to be bought. The goblet was a poison cup, and from it sorrows flowed. After 1,000 years, this is how our kind are still thought of. I can't do anything to change the past. Oh, I'm not suggesting it should be forgotten. But still, we're punished for it every day. Why should we suffer for our ancestors' sins? Yeah, good on you. I've never been a fan of sins of the father visited upon the son. Alright, so what can you tell me about Great Burham? Haven't heard? Red Paw's garrison there was burned to the ground. They're blaming it on the mice. Scrunts. Well, where was Merra taken then? I'm afraid I don't know. Wow, you guys were kind of one of my last hopes. I don't think there's anything like... Well, maybe Silas knows something. I can try checking after we're done talking, but... I don't really like either of these options. Like, I'm not going to blame Lei for not being able to find out, but I don't think she is lost either. Well, it's the kinder of the two. Mustn't give up, brother. Would Merra give up on you? No, she wouldn't. Aye, she wouldn't. No, wrong voice. Aye, she wouldn't. She's better than that. She was put aboard... Oh, see, that's something. She was put aboard the Rathskellen, for what it's worth. The Rathskellen? Aye, she's a cargo ship out of Skarn. She goes all over. And you're certain of this? I remember from my time on the docks. She was a handsome vessel once, one of the finest Baladonian hoys. It's not much to go on, I know. Oh. Ship's about to leave. Aye, crew will be on their way back. Will you not come with us, Tilo? We could use a buck like you. They won't notice when we're mouse aboard. Yeah, but my wife's still out there. How could I leave without her? He's right, Mother. Let him go. Very well. Farewell, Tilo. Find Merra, whatever it takes. And keep fighting the fight. And I'll see what I can do. That's the spirit. Make your mark, Tilo. Make a statement. Burn their colors. Set the red paw aflame. And make sure the commander knows whose handiwork it is. Aye, make mischief, brother. Will I see you guys again? If Asper wills it. You're a good mouse, Tilo. Now go. Alright, well, that's quite a bit of progress. I think we'll leave it off at there. Next time we're going to go tell the commander that we burned all his banners and visit Silas to see if he's got anything that can help find the Rathscallion. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Have a nice day and take care. Bye-bye.